Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you're new here, my name is Nicole and we are going to be talking about how we can keep our kids on track during this rough time that we're in right now. Most of our kids are at home. We're at home with our kids. Most of us don't know what to do with our kids. There is no guidance right now from our schools with what they should be doing, what they should be learning, and we want to make sure that we have some sort of a schedule with them to keep them on track. Just to give you a little bit of information about me, if you're new here, I have two boys. I have Waylon, which is 4, and Trey, 7, and he has nonverbal autism. So this time right now is crucial to make sure that we have a schedule for him, because if not, he will definitely get off track and his behaviors will start to come into play. So I wanted to make sure I had a plan, and I do, and I want to share that with you guys today in this video on how you can get organized. There's lots of free resources right now online, and give you all my tips and tricks that I've learned in the past couple of days, so the next month or however long we have to be kept inside will be okay for our kids. So if you want to know how to do that, just keep on watching.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
So first I want to talk about the schedule that I will be following, and I want to thank my good friend here on YouTube as well, Vanessa, aka Lemonade Mom. She had posted this on her Instagram and I thought it was genius, especially with my 7-year-old with autism. So we're going to be following this COVID-19 daily schedule. We're going to be waking up every morning. When we wake up, we're going to eat breakfast, we're going to brush our teeth, we're going to make our bed, maybe put a load of laundry in, and make sure that the kids put all their laundry in the dirty clothes as well. Morning walk from 9 to 10 o'clock. So that could be with us walking your dog. That can just be taking a stroll, riding a bike. Academic time from 10 to 11, so no electronics at this point. You don't want your kids to be on your tablet. We're going to be doing any type of educational resources at this point, and I'm going to show you a couple of things I have in mind. 11 to 12 is going to be creative time, so that could be Legos, magnets, drawing, crafting, playing music, which Trey loves, so that'll be probably music time a couple of days, or cooking or baking something, and he loves that too, so I really plan on doing something like that with my kids. 12 o'clock is going to be a lunch time. 12:30 is chore time, so that's going to have your kids involved with helping to clean up. Have them wiping down things. Like if you have Clorox or Lysol wipes, this is a good time to get them involved with learning how to be sanitary even after all this is going on. So I highly encourage that with your kids. Quiet time is going to be between 1 and 2:30, so that's going to be either reading or that's going to be taking a nap if your kids nap still. Academic time from 2:30 to 4, so electronics are okay at this point. Like I mentioned, I'm going to show you there are a lot of free resources right now. ABC Mouse has a code that you don't have to pay for right now. Starfall, which is an amazing resource if you've never used it before. Scholastic has free lesson plans, and they're going to be posting more. They have a 5-day plan right now, but they're going to be posting some for the next month to come or longer for us, with free templates, free books to read with your kids, and free lesson plans. So lots of really good online resources there. So make sure to download those different apps and use the free promos for your kids' tablets to be able to do some academic time there as well. 4 to 5 o'clock, we're going to do afternoon fresh air. So that's going to be walking again, or bike riding, or just playing outside in the backyard. Dinner, of course, and then you can have them do free TV time, but only have them do free TV time or tablet time if they were well behaved and they met all their goals that day. So what we have done is we set up a stoplight type of behavior system, because that's what Waylon actually uses at school currently, and it really is effective with him. So I thought it would be great to do it at home. So we have a red, which means he had a bad day, yellow was iffy, and green was great. So if he's on green, then we're definitely going to let him have his tablet time and his TV time, and probably give him some type of treat and reward for doing really well. Yellow, he can still have tablet time and TV time, but it will be limited. And red, he will not get tablet nor TV, and he will probably have to sleep in his room. Same thing with Trey, y'all. I mean, I'm trying to be as strict with Trey as I can, even with his autism, just to prove a point so we can keep our sanity be here. And then of course, bedtime, and then we're going to follow the schedule the very next day. So let me take you down and show you the box of manipulatives and resources that I've put together for both my boys, so they have both to meet their needs. Also some printables that I printed out that were free. I'll show you where I got them from, and some that I've paid for that I highly recommend you do as well. I am a teacher. If you're new here as well, I teach junior high, so it's a little different for me to do the littles, but I love this site for my junior high kids, so I thought it'd be a no-brainer to go there for my own kids, and it definitely was. I had to pay a little bit, but guys, this is yours to keep forever and great for summers, or if this ever should happen again, you have it in your back pocket. So let's go down towards the ground and let me show you what we got going on. So here's an overview on what I've got planned for my kids. I have way more stuff that I purchased. I'll show you in a minute on the computer, but these are just the things that I printed out for the next week or so. Instead of printing a ton of stuff, I'm just going to print as we go, since I have it all filed in a nice organized folder. So let's look at their buckets first. So in their bucket, they have the same exact thing pretty much. So I did put some of these little disposable paper cups in there for water when doing our painting activities, or if we're doing sorting or anything like that. These are really great, and it was just $1 for a huge pack. So I also have these for their snack time too. Great for portion control. They're each going to have a Elmer's glue for gluing. I went ahead and got this one versus a stick. 24 crayons, guys, and if you went ahead and stocked up for back to school, you have probably most of this stuff already in your closet. I did not. I was not prepared. I stocked up for my own kids at work, but not for my own kids here at home. So I had to actually go to my Family Dollar. Shout out to them. They had everything out of toilet paper, out of water, out of Lysol, but nobody's thinking about education, I guess, right now. They had everything. So before it gets crazy and you can't get out, definitely check them. Each of them have a poster paint. So these are washable. These are 6. My oldest son, Trey, with autism, like I mentioned, he loves painting. So I want to make sure I have enough of that. Speaking of painting, they also have these washable paint pots. There's 10 in here. And then they've got some washable markers, and this is just the Play School 10. I've got some paint brushes in there of different sizes. I really love these bingo markers, and this is for when we're trying to do some of these, like these same or different. Instead of coloring the 2 pictures, my oldest with autism, he's not a huge color person. He loves to paint, but he will use these dot things to identify what he's trying to tell you. So I have one of these in both the boys' buckets. Also a pair of scissors, and then a dry erase marker with the little eraser on the top. I thought that was genius. I did get some clear, transparent protector things, because some of these I'm going to actually put in there instead of them coloring. We're going to reuse them and practice doing some stuff with the dry erase marker as well. So that's what each of them have in their own bucket. It's got their name on it, so I know whose is whose, and we can keep everything on track with that. So with the clear protectors, like I mentioned, I'm going to be using those as overlays for some of the manipulatives I printed out, so I don't have to keep printing, and we can, you know, practice things over and over without wasting paper, if that makes sense. I already have my construction paper, and I do save it even if we've already cut some things out for the stoplight behavior chart, and we're going to need construction paper, I'm sure. Clothespins I used for the behavior chart, but these are also great for using, especially if you have a child with sensory issues that needs to use this to identify. They can use this to pinpoint out what they're trying to tell you. So I got that for Trey as well. I got a huge one for the stoplight maker and for him too. Also, craft sticks are great to be able to write things on. You can put their names on it. They can pop them in things, or you can make crafts with them, obviously. Or again, they can use it to touch things that they're trying to tell you if your child has sensory or has ASD. Then I got a table cover. I have a couple of these, but I wanted to have one on hand because I'm going to cover up the table when we do our arts and crafts so it doesn't make a huge mess. So just a little bit of cleanup there, a little tip. Also got a pencil sharpener. I don't have one here at home, and I want to practice with the boys writing their names especially. So I have a template to do that, but I have pencils, but not a sharpener. So I went ahead and grabbed one of those. As far as some of the resources that I printed out, guys, this is from supercoloring.com, or I have all this stuff linked down below for you guys. But I went ahead and printed some stuff for St. Patrick's Day for them to do, some different themes, stuff like that. I thought it'd be cute, and I printed one for each child. And then also on Scholastic, they have a lot of good lesson plans already. And one of them is about animals, and it's about like parents and babies. And I really liked the Crayola website. Again, link down below. These are all free right here. The Crayola website had a lot of like mommy and baby or whatever Crayola coloring pages. So I thought that was really cute and went along with the theme that we have going on for that lesson. I'm going to kind of break these lessons up for them and kind of do a different theme for each week or every 2 weeks. So again, when I'm printing these out, by the time you're seeing this, St. Patrick's Day might be over, but this is from Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, I did have to pay for these. I have a bunch of folders, and I bought a bunch of different lessons for them thus going forward. In my opinion, they are very reasonable. I paid about $50 for a ton of lessons that will last them for actually probably 2 months. And they have some free resources there as well. But I just love the way they're laid out. It's very teacher friendly. It's not just busy work. It's actually academic and some skills that they can work on while they're at home. So for instance, this is the color 2 pictures on each line that are the same. Again, Trey can use the little dot thing instead of actually coloring it. Bigger or smaller directions color the bigger animal in each box. Again, I printed out stuff for pre-K to kindergarten because that's the age range in which my boys are, and with Trey with his autism. Trace each number, color the correct number or raindrops. So I just thought these were really awesome manipulatives. Count and compare lucky charms. They're going to count, put the numbers in the box, and then color them. A lot of counting skills, a lot of their name skills, have a space one. There were so many that I just really fell in love with on Teachers Pay Teachers. Like I said, there's lots of free resources out there, guys, right now, but there's also things that are going to be really, really good that you can save forever and use with your younger kids coming up too. So it's not going to be a waste of money, in my opinion. I think it would be an investment, especially if you have younger kids coming up to buy some of these resources on Teachers Pay Teachers. Not sponsored, obviously. I've been buying this stuff for my own kids at my work. I just really like them because they make it really easy for teachers and now parents at home teaching their own kiddos. There are tons of websites right now that are offering free services. So they have lesson plans, they have templates, they have links, printables, everything that you need to keep your child on task. So you don't have to buy the Teachers Pay Teachers stuff like I mentioned. I'm just really passionate about them because I use them for my own profession, and I think they have really great resources, some better than the free ones that you can get with some of these sites. So definitely check it out. They're very reasonable. Some of them you don't have to pay the high amounts that some of them charge, but definitely check out these free sites that they're offering. Like I said, Scholastic, ABC Mouse, those are some of the really awesome ones. Starfall, they are really stepping up their game. So kudos to them for helping us mommies and daddies out there to keep our kids on track. Also, I want to say for my mommies and daddies that have children, that have infants, I got this message on Instagram from a follower, so definitely check this out. It says if you have low on formula, so if you're low on formula and tell them that you're affected by the virus, you cannot get out, they will actually send formula to you, a free case free of charge. So Infamil and Good Start are doing this, but not sure about other companies. So I wanted to throw that out there for my mommies and daddies of babies, not necessarily worried about education, but you're worried about how to get the formula you need for your child. Definitely reach out to Infamil and Good Start. Let them know you can't get out of your house, or you're trying to be, quarantine and socially isolating yourself and to not spread the virus, and they will send you a free case. This is what I'm hearing anyway. Don't quote me on this, but I'm getting that message from a lot of parents on Instagram. So I wanted to spread that out here on YouTube as well, to definitely call and check and ask. It doesn't hurt. So I hope today's video was helpful, y'all, and giving you some ideas on how you can keep your kids on track, a schedule that we can adhere them on, so that way not only them, but there's some normalcy for them in their daily lives. They're not going to be uprooted and affected by this. There's some normalcy for us to keep us on track. keep our sanity, and they're learning in the process. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a huge thumbs up. That does help the video get spread around to other people, and I definitely want this to get spread around to help other mommies and daddies out there that are just in a rut, lost, or confused on what to do for their children. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you a part of the YouTube family, so make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Do all the things. Make sure the notifications are clicked so you don't miss a future upload from me. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Again, I hope it was super helpful. I hope you are being safe out there. I hope you're being proactive, and I hope you are getting a plan together for you and your kiddos, because it looks like we're going to be bunkered down with them for a while, y'all. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Stay positive, spread good vibes, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.